Spider-Man is a fictional superhero appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics existing in its shared universe. Shortly after the Avengers battle in New York, Tony Stark and the federal government established the U.S. Damage Control Board, Department of Damage Control (DoDC), and took over the restoration work of Adrian Toomes. Outraged by the dismissal, Adrian Toomes, the former owner of the rescue company, persuaded his colleagues to retain the techniques of Chitauri, the space monster Loki sent down that they had dismantled, and use it to make your own weapon. At the present time, after participating in the Avengers' internal dispute, Peter Parker continued his studies after Stark told him he was not ready to become a member of the Avengers. With the objection of May's aunt, Peter left Midtown's decathlon team so he could focus on the Stark internship camp, which was the scene of the crime. He's in the role of Spider-Man. One night, after stopping Toomes' robbers from robbing the ATM, Peter returns to his apartment and accidentally lets his best friend Ned discover his secret Spider-Man. On another night, Peter is attending Liz's birthday party when the Toomes, Herman Schultz and Jackson Bryce are selling Chitauri weapons to local gangster, Aaron Davis. When he tries to intervene, Peter is nearly killed by Toomes and rescued by Stark. Later, Toomes kills Bryce to avoid endangering his activities. Peter finds a Chitauri weapon that Bryce left behind, and he and Ned unplug his power. A tracking device led Schultz to Midtown, but Peter and Ned escaped him. After mounting the tracking device on Schultz and knowing that it led to Maryland, Peter joined the decathlon team and accompanied them to Washington, D.C. to approach Schultz. Along with Ned, Peter disabled the tracker that was implanted in Spider-Man and unlocked all of its secret features. Peter thanks Ned for keeping the core safe. He then tried to stop Toomes from stealing a weapon from a DoDC truck, but was eventually overwhelmed and trapped inside the truck. Upon discovering the unstable Chitauri's energy core, Peter rushes back to the Washington Monument, saving Ned from being trapped in a crashed elevator due to an explosive core. Despite local authorities, Peter saved Ned and his classmate Liz before the elevator fell. Returning to New York City, Peter convinces Davis to reveal the whereabouts of Toomes. Facing Toomes and his comrades at the Staten Island ferry, Peter arrests Toomes' new buyer, Mac, while Toomes escapes after a weapon breaks and explodes, causing the ferry to be split. Stark helps Peter save the passengers and reminds him of his inattention when making a decision and getting his suit back. While inviting Liz to join Midtown's annual homecoming party, Peter discovers she is Toomes' daughter. Discovering Peter's true identity, Toomes threatens to retaliate if he continues to interfere in his plans. During the dance, Peter discovers that Toomes is planning to attack a weapon carrier of D.O.D.C. from the Avengers to the team's new headquarters. He used a homemade Spider-Man suit and tried to leave school in Midtown and was ambushed by Schultz. After Ned intervenes at the last minute of the rescue, Peter arrives at Toomes' lair and confronts him, trying to persuade Peter to join him. When Peter refuses, Toomes destroys the building's beams to try to kill Peter. Not letting Toomes escape, Peter intercepts the plane before he drives it towards the beach near Coney Island. Both engage in a fight and end up with Peter saving the Toomes and delivering them to the NYPD. Sometime later, Peter discovers that Liz will be leaving and her classmate, Michelle Jones, whose nickname is MJ, will replace her as president of the decathlon team. Stark thanks Pepper Potts for a press conference to launch Spider-Man, and invites him to join the Avengers, but Peter has refused Stark's invitation. Returning to his apartment, Peter discovers that Stark has returned his Spider-Man suit and builds a robot model like May's aunt, who is entering her bedroom. In a mid-credit scene, a detained Gargan approaches Toomes and Raft, then explains that some criminals are stringing him together and asking him if he knows the identity of Spider-Man. Toomes replied that he was not. In an after-credit scene, the Captain of the United States gave a tip on the importance of patience.